morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire. Welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance at pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Saturday, the 25th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, bearish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin move back through the pivot at 42,925 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 45,095. Plenty of support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to break back through to 45,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on, they expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 45,164.5 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 48,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 47,335. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the 38.2% fib at 41,592 and the first major support level at 40,686 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 38,516. Looking at the MACD's narrowing of the bullish histogram at the turn of the day, coming off the back of this morning's pullback. So keep an eye out for a possible bearish cross. On the EMAs, that's bearish signal 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot 42,925 and break back through to 45,000 levels to support a breakout. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, also bearish. Going to see Ethereum move back through the pivot at 2942 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3149. Plenty of support is going to be needed for Ethereum to break back through to 3100 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 3160.48 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target the 23.6% fib at 3369 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3368. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the 38.2% fib at 2740 and the first major support level at 2724 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 2600 levels. Second major support level sits at 2517. Looking at the MACDs, also a narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, coming off the back of this pullback. So keep an eye out there for a further narrowing and a possible bearish cross. On the EMAs, that's a bearish signal 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key, move back through the pivot at 2942 and break back through to 3100 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, bearish start to the day as well. Going to see Litecoin move back through the pivot at 154 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 165. Plenty of support will be needed to break back through to 160s. So barring an extended rally on, they expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 166.65 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, we've got the 23.6% fib and the second major resistance level, both sitting at 178 to cap the upside. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 141 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Litecoin should avoid sub 140s. Second major support level sits at 129. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms, but no immediate signs of a bearish cross, to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, however, that is bearish 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting downside ahead. So key, move back through the pivot at 154, break back through to 160s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. You're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bearish start. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 9446 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0019. Plenty of support will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.0 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.00291 should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got 38.2% fib at 1.0659 that will cap the upside. Second major resistance level sits at 1.0602. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 8863 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should stay clear of the second major support level at 8291. 23.6% fib at 8533 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD's narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for a further narrowing and a possible bearish cross. On the EMAs, bearish signal 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, albeit marginally, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 9446 and break back through to 1.0 levels to then target that 38.2% fib. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play.